Feeling bad about scrolling is making you scroll more. Shame is what's holding you back. And in this video, I'm going to explain why negative emotions are making your scrolling addiction worse. So picture me around 2 years ago. I was a massive scrolling addict, like genuinely 8 to 12 hours every single day. I remember the first thing that I would do when I wake up, instantly reach for my phone and instantly get on YouTube, just start watching videos, right? And there'd be a point around 4 to 6 hours after I woke up and I just scrolled that whole time where I'd reach this kind of tipping point where I would feel shame, right? But the shame would slowly start to build up. It's like there's like a tipping point where you feel uncomfortable, but not so uncomfortable to where you actually do something about it. But around 4 to 6 hours, I would reach that tipping point, and my brain would start yelling at me to just go do something. Don't waste the whole day again. And you know what would happen? I would reach that tipping point, but because I was feeling so much shame, I didn't even want to leave my room. I didn't even want my family to see me. And it's all because of shame. Shame is the most powerful negative emotion that you can feel in relation to scrolling. And it's what held me back for years. Because what ends up happening is that you feel shame because you scroll. But that shame also makes you continue scrolling. Like, you're not going to stand up and leave and go face the outside world when you feel shame. Of course not. What you will do is, because you feel shame, you want to close yourself off from the world. You want to keep scrolling. And that's what's holding you back right now. Feeling that negative emotion is ironically making you scroll more. And I want you to picture two different things in your head, right? You would think that negative emotion with scrolling would motivate you to stop, but it's not the case. Because picture touching a hot stove and scrolling. Touching a hot stove, right? You feel it, and instantly you feel pain, and you stop doing it, right? You touch it once, you learn the lesson, and you never touch it again. Meanwhile, scrolling, you do it, you know it's bad for you logically, you know it's bad for you emotionally because you feel shame all the time, but yet you still keep doing it. Why? Because with touching a hot stove, there's no upside. There is zero upside logically or emotionally. But scrolling, on the other hand, that's why it's so deadly. It's that dopamine lottery that you keep rolling again and again. And even though you feel shame and disappointment, you keep doing it because your brain likes it. That's the difference. Even though you feel shame, there's still an upside, so your brain still wants you to do it. But that's the thing. Shame doesn't prevent you from scrolling, it fuels it. So what you need is not negative emotion, it's neutrality. If you don't feel any negative emotions, you can address it logically and clearly, right? If you're feeling emotion, you're always going to act emotionally, right? What we want is to act neutrally so that you can deal with it easily, right? And I can't lie to you, right? I've experienced this myself. It's hard to act neutrally and stoically when you're in that situation yourself, when you're feeling that shame. So one practical step that you have to do, right? I'm telling you, next time when you relapse, the one thing that I need you to do is label the emotion that you feel in that moment. So let's say you're even scrolling right now. What you would do is that you would just say in your head, I feel shame, or I feel bored, or I feel disappointed. Those three words, I feel X, are some of the most important words that you can ever tell yourself, because what it does is that it disconnects the emotion from you. Like it puts up a little wall between you and the emotion, meaning that you can actually address the problem. This isn't toxic masculinity. It's literally just you feel an emotion, you acknowledge it, and you go do something about it. If you just label the emotion, you'll be neutral, and that is what actually helps you. Feeling neutral is what allows you to stand up and do the next thing. Now, if you want to go ahead and learn more insight and more lessons that, frankly, you're either going to have to learn the hard way or through me, I run a coaching program. So if you want to go ahead and learn all those insights and lessons now, so that you don't have to learn them the hard way, you can go ahead and book a free call in the description to get a free action plan as well.